I'm Mark Sudon with GSG. This is another video in our Back to Basics series where we're answering the most common questions that come through on our videos. This one we're going to try to answer today is, when do I make the jump from a manual to an automatic press? Well, there actually isn't any real simple answer. It all depends on you, the customer. Some people will say, depends on how many shirts you're printing a week. When can you afford it? There's a lot of factors that come in. What is your space, your electrical requirements, everything that you need to bring in an automatic press. I'm going to base my answer on a few things. One is going to be on the shirts. I would like to think that around 2,500 shirts a week, you may start thinking about moving to an automatic press from a manual. The reason being, if you're printing 2,500 shirts manually, you're taking a lot of time doing one thing, and that's pulling a squeegee. So if you have a multiple load of jobs, meaning you have one color jobs, two color, three color, multiple locations, front, back, sleeves, you're spending all your time printing shirts and not drumming up new business. So when we come down to the can you afford aspect of it, think about based on an M&R automatic press like I have behind me. You can run an M&R automatic by yourself, 1, 4, 3, 6, how many color is up to you and the size of your machine, but you have to factor in you can average running one person, loading, unloading, about 350 shirts an hour. So if you implement, for example, the M&R tri-lock system with your press, your job setups average around 10, 15 minutes. Once you really get the hang of using a tri-lock, you can produce anywhere between 200, 350 shirts in 1 hour period. How long does it take you to produce 350 shirts on a manual press if it's multiple colors and or multiple locations? Remember, multiple locations, your number doubles. If you have 300 garments, you actually have 600 if you're doing front and back. The time it takes to handle those garments, you have to run them through the dryer, you have to take them out of your catch box, you have to stack them, you have to sort them, restack them again to go back on press. So a lot of it, in my perspective, comes down to the time that you're going to save. Printing more jobs on an automatic press than you can on a manual is going to equate to more time to run your business and bring in new customers, new clients, and ultimately more money. That's when it comes down to, can you afford it? Most likely you can because of the cost savings. Now, I'm not going to get into dollar amounts or dollar values because everything around the country is different and people's prices and their business model is different from one shop to the next. You really have to think before you go into an automatic, and I do see kind of harsh words. People make the biggest mistake when they go to an auto because they, 1, may not have the space for it, 2, they may not have the power required to run the equipment. If you think of this, do you have the 3-phase power that's going to be required for flash cures or for the press itself if it is not a single-phase machine? Also, your dryer capabilities. If you're using a small dryer with your manual, there's probably a chance that dryer is not going to hang at the speed that you need off of an automatic press. So those are some of the things you have to think about. The space that you have, how many shirts that you can produce, how many shirts you're producing now, your electric that's coming into the building, and anything else that's required to bring that equipment in. Those are probably the top pointers I can give to you when you're thinking of going from a manual to an automatic press. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for more information on automatic equipment and even manual screen printing equipment and everything that goes with it, visit gogsg.com, and thanks for watching.